Action Pack 9, 9th grade students book. Skills focus. Over the ocean. The reading part. Look at the heading of this magazine article. What would you describe from your own life as the experience of a lifetime? Read the text to find about other teenagers' adventures. Refer to the map to locate the places mentioned in the article. I am going to read the article for you. The title is The Experience of a Lifetime. The Tall Ships Atlantic Challenge is one of the biggest events of the year for sailing enthusiasts. The race started in 1953 when 20 ships sailed from southern England to Portugal. Since then, it has become bigger and bigger and is now one of the most popular events in the sailing calendar. The ships in the 2009 Atlantic Challenge were traditional vessels with sails and rigging. They came from Europe, North America, and even Uruguay in North America. Their 130,000 kilometer trip took 5 months to complete and involved over 1,000 crew members and visits to 7 ports and 5 countries. Most of the people on the ship were teenagers on sail training programs led by experienced sailors. They had an amazing trip that took them from Spain to the Canary Islands and then across the Atlantic to Bermuda. After the ships reached the USA, they raced to the Nova Scotia. The final part of the race, which was over 43,500 kilometers, took a month. During the race, the crew reported its progress to the organizers. They did this twice a day, at 6 a.m. and 4 p.m. UK time. The ship's positions were then plotted on a map so that families and friends could follow their progress. At each port on the route, there were spectacular celebrations when the ships arrived. Patrick Kelly, a teenager on one of the first ships to arrive, said, "I wanted to go on a new and exciting adventure. This really has been the experience of a lifetime. Since I've been on this ship, I've made lots of new friends, and I've discovered a lot about the countries on our route and about myself, too. This has been the longest that I've ever been away from home. So the best part for me was just now when we sailed back into Belfast." After reading the article, we are going to answer the following questions. Question number 1. What kinds of ships took part in the Atlantic Challenge? Question number 2. Who were the crew members on the ships? Question number 3. According to the article, what locations did the ships pass by. Question number 4. Why did the organizers plot the ship's positions twice a day? Question number 5. In your opinion, what kind of personality does Patrick Kelly have? Justify your answer. Now we are going to move to the speaking and writing part. Imagine that you are going to travel across the Atlantic Ocean on a traditional ship with sails and rigging. The journey takes at least a month. Tell your partner how you would feel about the journey, giving reasons. You may use some of the adjectives from the box below to describe your feeling. Then write 2 short paragraphs describing the journey, using linking words from coherence. The adjectives are amazed, excited, frightened, terrified, fascinated. For example, you can use, I am frightened because this is a new experience for me. Now we are going to move to the communication workshop. Writing a letter. Before you start, what are Al-Adrisi's major achievements? Let's read the article to find out. Al-Adrisi, famous for his achievements in geography and exploration. Al-Adrisi was born in 1100 in Sabta, which is a city in North Africa. His noble ancestors come from Hassan ibn Ali, who was the grandson of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. He received his education in Cordoba and Marrakesh and dedicated his life to doing research and studying geography. Al-Adrisi used his knowledge to make maps and write books like encyclopedias about Africa, the Indian Ocean, and the Far East. He spent many years working for the King of Sicily and made the best map of the world at that time. In his atlas, he used various codes and colors to indicate countries, geographical features, and climates. He strongly believed that the world was not flat, but spherical. Al-Adrisi wrote about explorers from North Africa who sailed far and eventually reached an island. This helped Columbus in his journey westward when he was trying to reach India. Al-Adrisi's success is so important that his achievements are remembered even after centuries have passed. Part 1. Discuss the following questions with your partner and write notes. Why do you think the map Al-Adrisi made was the best at that time? In your opinion, what is the most important achievement that Al-Adrisi made? Explain. Why do you think Al-Adrisi believed that the world is spherical? Part 2. Imagine you are Al-Adrisi and you want to tell a friend about your achievements. Following the writing strategies, write them a letter explaining that you haven't been in touch with them because you were busy. Use the letter on page 64 as a model. Then, edit the letter for clarity, coherence, and format. Some of the writing strategies that will help you. For close friends and family, letters should always begin with dear or my dear. The start of the letter should refer to the last time you received a letter or saw the person who are writing to. We often ask about person's health too. At the end of the letter, you can choose a greeting before writing your name, best wishes, or love from, or from, and kind regards are popular way to end informal letter. Now we are going to move to the language development part. Part 1. Choose the correct alternative. Number 1. He's been on holiday since or for 3 weeks. Number 2. How long have you played the piano? For or since I was 5. Number 3. The trip lasted for or since 5 days. Number 4. I am starving. I haven't had anything to eat since or for more than 6 hours. Number 5. I have learned about different cultures for or since I came to this school. Number 6. It's been a while for or since Amin last visited his hometown. Part 2. Complete the diary with the past simple or present perfect simple form of the verbs in brackets. Monday, 16th of April. We have been in Jordan for 3 days. We blank between bracket C and blank do. So many interesting things here. On the day we blank arrive, we blank between bracket go to the market in Madaba. It blank between bracket be an amazing experience, noisy, crowded, and very colorful. Since we blank between bracket get here, we blank between bracket visit many historical and touristic places in Jordan like Petra and Jarash. Part 4. Complete the sentences about your life using the present perfect simple or the past simple. Number 1. I blank for many years. Number 2. When I was a child, blank. Number 3. I have blank, but I have never blank. Number 4. Last summer, I blank. Number 5. I blank 2 days ago. Number 6. I blank since my last birthday. Part 5. Put the following words in the most appropriate group. We have two groups. The first one, the sailing. The second one, discovery. I will tell you the words and you have to fill them in the correct place. Either with the first group, sailing, or with the second group, discovery. The words are expedition, crew, vessel, explorer, port, rigging, pioneer, continent.